We chose to focus our lesson on personal pronouns. We chose this because we think it's an important part of the English language, and we also found some fun songs and exercises that can be used when working with personal pronouns. We thought that this particular language structure might be too hard for the younger children, so we think it's appropriate for the third grade, when they are 9 to 10 years old. You can work with this in a full class, so approximately with 25 students. We thought that you can work with this as soon as your students are comfortable with the Swedish grammar and in particular the Swedish pronouns. We wouldn't say that it's linked to another subject because we expect the students to already know this in Swedish. So what are our learning outcomes? Our goal and aims are for the students to learn and understand what personal pronouns are and how to use them correctly, both in writing and in conversation.
How would we evaluate them? We would evaluate the students by using worksheets with easy sentences. On one worksheet, the students would circle or underline the correct pronoun. On the other worksheet, the students would fill in the blanks with the correct personal pronoun to complete the sentences. So, how does this incorporate Lgr 11? In the core content in the curriculum, you can clearly see how personal pronouns are important and something that third graders should know. In the Swedish curriculum for English as a subject, we found content that supports and incorporates our lesson plan about personal pronouns. You can find some bullet points in the core content about what children should be able to communicate about, such as people, interests, their everyday life, and so on. Other bullet points under Speak, Write, and Talk in the curriculum mentions how children should be able to learn songs, chants, and dramatizations. And that is the reason why we wanted to include a song about personal pronouns in our lesson plan. In the part in the curriculum about listening and reading skills, you can see that kids should be able to understand simple instructions and descriptions. And we chose to incorporate this in our worksheets where the kids will get easy instructions to read.
How will we do the activities? We have planned 2 lessons with 30 minutes because we felt that 20 minutes would be too short and 60 minutes is too long. In the first lesson, we will start with a review for the lessons and the introduction for personal pronouns. We will go through personal pronouns with a song from YouTube, and the students can sing along and point at each other while singing the different personal pronouns. The focus will be at learn the song and understand the difference. In the second lesson, we do a repetition on the song from the last lesson, then move forward with worksheet with a sentence that student can fill in the correct personal pronouns in the blank spaces. The students can work in pairs or by themselves with the worksheet.
The materials that we chose to work with are a song that we found on YouTube, and we're going to show the video from YouTube as well, because we think that it's a great support for the students. We are also going to work with worksheets with exercises about personal pronouns, so the students can practice. Conclusion or reflections and experiences. We have reflected about how to introduce personal pronouns to the students in a way that not hurt the students or make them feel bad about themselves. Because how can you introduce personal pronouns without showing a girl with long hair and a boy with short hair? We think that we can have a discussion with the students about the different pronouns and that people look different. So the students are aware of that before you show them pictures about what's supposed to be he and she and so on. We have also reflected about how to perform the lesson for all the students in the class in the most effective way. Because the students will have different experiences already and they might be on different levels. But we thought that we could adapt the worksheets to different levels and also get to know what experiences the students already have. And for those students that have issues to learn Swedish might find it easier to learn English. We think that we can try to perform the lesson and then have a peer review so we know how the students thought about the English language. So we think that as a teacher you must have an overview before you perform a lesson to know how you should adapt the lesson for every student. And that is very important to peer review your lesson so you know how you could improve your lesson for next time.